Yeah, I think against Montreal, they get a really good power play for one, and two, they do a really good job at drawing penalties. So I think our biggest thing is we can't get frustrated. We have to make sure that even when we do get a penalty called against us, we can't let it bother us. We have to go out and kill it and continue to try and push our game on them. We want to try and be physical and play the way we did last series, and hopefully we'll be able to draw a couple penalties on that.
Barry Price is a pretty emotional goaltender. Important to get to him a little bit. I think that you're a much more mature player than you were in the last 3 or 4 years. Something has changed in terms of how you handle that ability to walk the line and not cross it.
Yeah, I think in time you start to learn where the line is, and the refs do a pretty good job at filling you in along the way. I got a couple penalties that last game. I thought were tough calls, but other than that, I think everyone's really doing a great job at playing our game, playing physical, and then walking away at the right times.
That being said, against Montreal, it'll be emotional right from the opening face-off. Is it important for you to be able to, as a group, stay on the right side of the line, or maybe find a way to cross it and get away with it?
Yeah, I think against Montreal, they get a really good power play for one, and two, they do a really good job at drawing penalties. So I think our biggest thing is we can't get frustrated. We have to make sure that even when we do get a penalty called against us, we can't let it bother us. We have to go out and kill it and continue to try and push our game on them. We want to try and be physical and play the way we did last series, and hopefully we'll be able to draw a couple penalties on that.
Barry Price is a pretty emotional goaltender. Important to get to him a little bit, not just in the pucks in the net, but emotionally.
Well, I think the biggest thing is like you said, he's a really good goalie. He's definitely emotional. I think all good goalies are. They compete, and he does that too. I think we're going to have to try to find a way to get in front of him, and it's very tough to beat him straight up. So we're going to have to try and do some of that stuff. Yeah.
Brad, in that last game against the Trace, did you at all feel like a marked man with those two calls that went against you?
Yeah, definitely, especially the second one. It was a push, and you don't see too many penalties called, even in Pee Wee like that. So it was tough, but that's a reputation I've built myself, and I got to play through that. And I think the biggest thing is just try to walk away from things that I don't need to be part of.
Yeah, it seems to be a low tolerance for any of that stuff around the league. You saw the snow shower thing in Colorado. Yeah. Do you have to be even more careful now this year with the way things are being called?
Yeah, definitely. I think in past years, I think playoffs they let a lot more go, and it doesn't seem to be that way this year. They call it just like regular season, so you got to try to play intense and try to play within the refs' rules.
What about crashing the net? I mean, obviously that's part of your game as a forward. It's part of any scorer's game is to try and intimidate the goalie, intimidate the crease. How do you walk that fine line?
I think you got to continue to go to the net hard, but try to stay out of the blue paint. I think that's when calls are easily made when you get inside the paint and you hit the goalie. But if you go as hard as you can, you stop outside and you battle outside, then we gotta continue to do our job, and we gotta get some ugly goals in this guy. But we can't shy away just because the refs call penalties.
How have you as a group balanced good rest and too much rest? Montreal's going to be 9 days before they play. You guys have you had more or less the perfect amount of time?
I think we were expecting to get a little bit more. This game tomorrow kind of came up pretty quick on us, but they definitely had a lot of time off. I mean, it can be good in a sense where guys have a time to recover and from any injuries or bumps and bruises. But as long as you practice hard and you stay in the right mindset, then everything will be fine.
Brad, yesterday absence because of whatever was going on. You don't have the flu, the cold.
I just felt like taking the day off. Called Claude and said I'm not coming in.
He was cool with that.
Yeah, he's a good guy like that.
You got that kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You and PK have gone back and forth for a few years. What do you expect it'll be like over the course of 7 games?
He's one of the top D-men in the league, and he plays an all-around game. He plays very physical, and he's really good with the puck. So, we're not going to treat him differently from any other player. We just got to play our game, and whenever we do have a chance to hit him, we want to hit him. But we can't get sucked into his game, and that's what he does. He gets guys off their game, and so we can't allow ourselves to get sucked into that.